Kong Republic I like. Speaking your truth on the mic. Hit the subscribe and like. Time to
Kongcast.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another great episode of Kongcast, coming to you right here from Kong Republic. Everybody's here, ladies and gentlemen, including my co-host, Mr. Kirshan Moodley.
Hey, guys.
Of course, Mr. DJ Nova behind the camera and sorting us out when it comes to audio. But here at Kong Republic, ladies and gentlemen, we are with the people, for the people, and about the people. And right now, we are sitting with a talented, multi-talented TikToker, guys. I mean, an actor, just an overall powerhouse of entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. PRIMO9TEEN.
Shout out.
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm great.
You good?
Good. How you, man?
I'm all right, man. Now, you know, the way we start off the show, we just start off with just a few icebreakers, you know, just 2 icebreaker questions. And yeah, Kirsch normally
I'm going to
goes
start
first.
off first. All right, cool.
Yes.
So you got a late night talk show.
Okay.
You can call it any name but your name. What would it be?
Prime time.
You thought about that.
Guys, I'm ready. I'm ready.
No, he's ready. I'm ready. He's ready, yo. Like,
I love
that
it.
was such a quick answer, bro. You know, icebreakers normally get people on edge. They like,
Listen, my ice comes broken.
okay. My icebreaker is, what is your most used emoji?
Whoa.
Yeah, I think I got you.
You know
with
which
this
one? I use that. Do you know
Which
that
one? Which
emoji?
one is the drunk one?
With the,
Oh, yeah.
no, that one hits me all the time.
In context to what? Your lifestyle?
Everything. I react. Whatever you say, I probably.
I
Go
see.
through it a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even right now, we're going through load shedding. I would have just sent that text right now. Say, you wouldn't believe.
Sent it right now. I'll be like, going through it.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, no, we should just jump straight into it, man.
Okay,
what do you
cool.
think?
So I want to find out from you, son. When did it all start? When did you find out you have a passion and drive for this comedic animal in you? That's so good.
Yeah,
that's
I
so
know,
good.
Described it like that.
Yeah, that's so good, you know?
Yeah.
When did you realize this is something, that comes naturally and you should follow it?
I don't know. I don't think like there was a set moment, you know. I've always been into a lot of stuff.
Right.
Whatever I'm into, I grab with like both hands.
Right.
I try myself out. If it's not for me, I leave it and I'm gone.
Right.
So I've always been like naturally funny.
Yeah.
You know, I just talk. I'm
Sure.
entertaining. My face does whatever it wants sometimes. You know, I danced a little bit.
Yeah.
So there's always been like an aspect of entertainment.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
in my life. Just, you know, normal basis in school. I used to do a lot of like the theater stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to conduct a lot of the plays. So I wouldn't necessarily be in it, but like I'm planning the whole fashion show. I'm planning this concert for the grade, whatever.
Right.
So, yeah, I think gradually, now that like I'm an adult,
Yeah.
I'm coming back to who I was.
Sure.
but I've always it's always been a part of me.
Yeah, nice.
You know, a funny bone doesn't really go.
It doesn't go
I
away.
don't really grow one.
You're born with it.
Kind of.
You're born with
Yeah,
it.
a little bit.
Okay, who would you say is your biggest inspiration in the entertainment industry?
Crazy question. I've never been asked that, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But I definitely have to say I'm a huge Dave Chappelle fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, stand-up comedy, huh?
Yeah, I feel like he's a heavyweight that's really like... I feel like I come a little bit from stand-up comedy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
90s, early 2000s stand-up comedy is my biggest inspiration, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Comedy jams.
Ah,
Chris Tucker,
yes,
young Chris
yes.
Tucker, young
Young Martin Luther.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
not Martin Luther King, what am I saying?
Imagine,
Martin Lawrence.
Which stand-up comedy were you watching? I have a dream. Get it?
Martin Lawrence, young Martin
you know,
Lawrence.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
all those at their prime.
Yeah,
when
Eddie
stand-up
Griffin.
comedy was really like
Got you.
peaking in the world, you know, and it was
Yeah.
a huge part of black culture. It was almost as big as hip hop at that time, you know.
Yeah.
That's really kind of like my backbone.
Okay. Your Bernie Macs.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I definitely
guys were
feel you on
fluent,
that.
man. Those guys were
Too
just
much.
like-
They
They were-
unfiltered,
you know,
bro.
it was too easy. They were so natural. They
Yeah.
didn't really. You could see that they script very little of it. Most of
Yeah.
it is the inner character
Yeah.
into whatever
Coming
they
out.
had. So,
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I do too. Like I don't like scripting.
Of course, yes,
I don't
yeah.
write anything. I jump in.
Just
I guess
jump
that's
in.
what makes it so good, hey?
Yeah.
The authenticity.
Yeah, once.
I feel like that's kind of my superpower. You know, I wouldn't recommend everybody to do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say, guys, just jump in.
Just
When you
jump
get the idea, just go. No.
It just works for you.
If your process is very, structured and is very stick to your stuff, stick to it. You know, but I'm
Not there.
But tell me something. Talking about stand-up comedy, you know, would you ever try a creative outlet like that, or other outlets, like for example, like screenplays and plays in general, theater?
I would definitely. I want to do stand-up. I actually want to venture into that. But I want to take my time with it.
I see.
I've got a lot of stories to tell. You know, I've lived a really crazy life. I've lived. I feel like I always tell people I've lived 3 lives.
Okay.
This is my third.
Okay.
Being a TikToker or an influencer or whatever the case, this is my third life. You know, so I need to just structure a way to bring my first 2 lives.
Well, you're somewhat Indian then, bro, because Indian people don't believe in death, you know. We like
just keep it moving.
Bro.
Jump from one to the
Next
next.
time, next time.
I've been jumping, bro. I've been jumping.
But very cool. You know, it's good that you feel that way, you know, and so passionate about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I honestly, going back to your question, I want to let everything out. I'm very hungry to do that. Like,
I see.
I just want to. That's how I get my content out. The moment I get an idea, it starts itching. Like, it doesn't stop until it comes out. You know.
Right.
So it's the same with my expression. I want to get it out in as many ways as I can on the stage in front of a crowd of people, behind the phone, you know, action camera, TV. You know, Tom Cruise. I'm falling off a building.
Right.
Boom, explosions, guys. I want to do everything. I want to do the whole thing.
Yes,
You're hungry,
Yo,
bro.
man.
No, we like hungry people here.
This place definitely, man.
Okay, what? Are hungry in themselves.
Well, what would you say is the first reaction people get to you, react to you when they first see you?
Oh, you're taller in person. So much taller than I expected.
That's what he said.
No, when I met him, guys, this guy's taller than he
90%
looks.
of people that have never met me,
Oh,
that's
my
the first
word.
thing they say.
Yeah, you're
You know what I said? I was cropping the cameras before you came through.
Yeah.
I'm like, this gentleman, because before you came through, I looked at quite a lot of your stuff.
Yeah.
And then I said, no, this gentleman is a tall guy.
Yeah,
And Jans is like, no,
like,
he's
nah,
not
man.
tall, he's not tall. I'm like, come on, Jans, because I told him to come sit here to get the crop, because Jans is fairly tall.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, he's not tall. I'm like, how tall do you think he is?
You underestimate
And then he's like Chico's height.
Yeah, imagine. I thought it was
Goddamn
Chico's height.
bell. You're busy tempering me here, dog. No.
I'm telling you today, bro. I won't lie. When you walked in, I was like, when I kept walking closer to you, I was like, yo, whoa, okay, the man is actually tall, bro.
I get that a whole lot. But actually, it's weird for me too, because I used to be short.
Okay.
I only grew taller in the high school.
That's me.
Grade 11, grade 12.
Yeah, that's it. That's where it
I
popped.
kind of just shot up. I shot up like 30 centimeters in like 4 years. Yeah, but dude.
But that's cool, bro, because everybody always looks up to you then.
What's up?
So what is the weirdest compliment you ever had?
Yo, my face.
What do you mean?
Dude, your face.
What about it?
It's elastic. People say my face is overly dramatic. Like, that's what they really enjoy. I get that so much.
A lot.
Yeah.
I find it a little bit weird because I don't feel like I have control over this
Yeah.
whole monster.
Yeah.
You know? And I even used to hate taking photos because I feel like I don't know what it's doing at this moment in time.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
it can do
okay.
whatever. You know,
Yeah,
kind of feels
yeah.
like Jim Carrey's The Mask.
Sure.
You know when he was
Yeah.
that's
Animated.
what
I got
so when
you.
I'm inside, I don't really feel it. So when you're much more chilled in person. Like you're not.
Yeah.
Like you're so serious. Like why?
Yeah, I was expecting hyper energy too.
No. Why do you guys do that?
chill.
Just because I'm a funny
your
man.
content, bruh. Your
dude.
content is high paced, high energy, everything.
I wasn't expecting that. Just to give you a heads up,
No.
I think one thing we always used to we always need to come back to is that the artist at the end of the day is a normal human being. You know, so I
Straight.
try my best to not even expect, especially when I meet people who host other shows. And
Right.
I honestly don't even try. If I haven't seen your stuff, I won't watch you.
I get
won't.
you.
I want
I
to
get you.
see who. I want to get to know you in the moment. That kind of makes it. The energy, kind of builds like that. So I don't I don't confirm people. So don't stop confirming. Don't confirm me. Stop confirming people. Don't confirm me. Yeah.
I must check them out first. And be like, oh, he's like this.
Jump in the pool.
Yes.
And then you'll decide if it's cold or not.
I get you.
If you're on the outside,
no assumptions.
It's always cold. It's always cold outside.
Oh, wait, okay. So what would you say is the best experience of your journey thus far? Like, till now?
A lot of crazy things have happened, man. I've had, I think maybe from now till last year, it's been the best year of my life.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Like,
why would you say
fully,
that?
I've been on stage. I had to host a huge ass party in Bloemfontein.
Right.
I'm on a TV show.
Oh, yeah?
I've auditioned for American directors for Netflix.
Oh, wow.
Like, the country has taken such a liking to me. It's incredible to feel. Like, you know, when I walk down the road, everybody's just like, dude, that's that guy. Everybody laughs.
Right.
You know, the one thing that always happens is before people speak to me or anything, they'll just start laughing. That's the best for me. That's my favorite thing. It's just
100%.
like, damn, that's exactly what I want. Like, you know, people must just laugh every chance you get. Now I'm becoming that staple of a laugh.
I get you.
People laugh. So I think maybe that's my favorite part.
Did you expect this accelerated growth?
Not there. Not there. I actually, I used to play football. So I thought that's where like my superpower lies. I kind of put this one to bed, and then when kind of football stepped aside and I fully kind of, I feel like I had to go on not even a 180, back to 360 to back to, who I really was when I was younger. And when I got there, I was like, okay, let me just do this for fun. Whoa. It just like, it took off so quickly. And even when it did take off, I thought, it's just numbers. It's just followers. Okay, you're not gonna, they'll never see me. Also, when you think about it, South African population is like what, 60 million? If I have 100,000 followers at that time, I was like, dude, they'll never see me. You know, maybe these people are in Cape Town, in Kuruman, or someone with the TikTok, you know, they won't see me. And then, you know, I started seeing the public perception. Now people are like seeing me from far. I used to have my mask on, hoodie up. And people are like, dude, that's Primo. And I even asked, I was like, guys, how? Like, please help me because I need to hide sometimes. You guys can't always see me. They're like, no, even your tattoos on your hands. I was like, whoa.
Wow.
You know, like, damn, you guys really,
pay attention, man.
You know, like, yo, this is serious.
But talking about watching you, sir, I must ask you about this. So you recently did a post where you've been modeling. So are we doing modeling now?
Are we doing modeling now?
You
know what you're talking about, man. Makasa.
So I'm a model. In my spare time.
Because this looks fresh.
This
looks super fresh,
so
you know?
crazy,
You
man.
look like a pro model here.
I was
dude.
nervous.
I
was really nervous because
yeah.
they didn't teach us how to walk. I didn't know how to walk. I thought modeling most of the time is standing and being in front of the camera. And then I step into this world where, hey, go get makeup done. Hey, your hair needs a touch up. Hey, okay, now wait here. Okay, now we need to fit this. Okay, sharp, this fits you perfectly. You're gonna walk. Okay, cool, walking order. I need you to walk like this, okay? So don't rush too much. You need to listen to the music. And I'm like, okay. Like, cool. I don't know, you know? And I'm with pro models. Like, you know, there was a couple of us at this specific runway show that were like influencers, just very popular people. And then the rest were like professional models. And I was like, whoa, you guys can't make me play with the pros like this. I'm not even a model and you guys are throwing me into this one.
But you killed it, bro. You killed it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Because when I looked at it, I was like, yo, are you taking this as a serious career
It
avenue?
fits.
Because it works. It fits, like you said.
It fits.
It fits.
No, it fits,
You know?
definitely.
So,
especially when people see how tall I am. They're like, whoa, actually, you could model. And I think I just decided to take it seriously, you know. And now I've done one or two nyana.
Nice.
It's working. It's moving. I like being a model.
It definitely is, bro.
I like being a model. But the crazy thing about this specific runway show was I didn't think this would be a crowd that knows me. High fashion, makosa, you know, fashion journalism, a serious thing. So I was serious. I stepped up. Serious guy, hey, bomb on the face. as soon as I like stepped out into the spotlight,
Yeah.
I just heard primo. I was like, no. And they told us to keep a straight face.
Right.
So I'm trying my best to keep a straight face. People are recognizing me more and more. People are like, brown to man, and they start making my jokes. I remember I was standing in this one part, and this girl's like, "Knife, you my roommate." I'm like, "Why you my roommate?" And I'm like, "Dude, how do I keep a straight face?"
Did you keep the straight
I
face?
kept it. I even had to take like a deep breath. I was like, nothing. You won't touch me
Not
today.
today.
I'm not in that office.
Yeah.
I'm in this office.
Right.
You know, so
Yeah.
but it was incredible experience.
That's dope. That
Amazing.
already tells me you're gonna do it again.
Oh, trust me.
sure.
You guys are gonna get tired of me. You guys are gonna see me everywhere.
Oh, wait, that's dope. You know, I actually want to reference a tweet that you had, man.
Yeah.
This tweet right here, bro.
Eish.
Please tell me one thing. What is your relationship exactly with?
You reading the tweet? You're not reading the tweet. Wait.
Yeah, I read the
What does
tweet.
the tweet say?
The tweet says "Happy Father's Day."
So,
time.
who do you wish Father's Day to?
wish Father's
My
Day to?
father! It's my bloody father!
You see that? No, when we do our recall and we actually like do research on the guests that come on the show, when I saw that, I was like, bruh, you come from greatness already.
Yeah.
Straight
And
up.
that's why you said soccer was a
Yeah,
serious
yeah,
thing, and
yeah.
that was probably the
Yeah.
direction.
But it was family, you know, like
Yeah,
it's,
100%.
I almost felt like I didn't have a choice. Almost.
Yeah.
I knew I had
know
one.
what that feels
Yeah.
like.
But
Yeah.
like I even khalelad, you know. Now my
Yeah.
cousins, that's how we bond and stuff. So it's like,
Right.
guys,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Let me jump in.
Yeah,
Let me just
yeah.
go
Once.
my own way. So I ended up just doing it, and
Sure. What does he say about what you're doing, man? Like,
oh man, he's proud.
he's proud.
Yeah.
I'm sure
he is,
They
yeah.
all thought I was crazy.
Yeah.
They all thought,
Yeah.
dude, this guy's
This man-
always walking around with his camera making a noise.
Yeah.
He comes out, he's wearing someone's gown in the
Yeah.
house. You know?
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
used to live with him for a point, like in the beginning when I did like what I so wish I had to
Sure.
peak, all the early stuff.
Sure.
That was in my dad's house, and they would just watch me, and it was just like, God,
Yeah.
what's going on? And at the time, there's no money in, you
Yeah.
know, so it's just,
just you.
you know,
Straight.
and it was like a little bit tough, you know. There's pressure. There's like, okay, why are you doing this? Because I'm also investing a lot of time.
Right.
I'm buying tripods. I'm buying lights. I'm buying this, and you know, I look like a busy guy. But it's
Yeah.
like you're busy for any dog. You know, so it was a little
Yeah.
bit pressure, but yeah, he's cool now.
Yo, man, like, no, from a legend itself. What position did you play?
Center back.
Same position, brother. Same
Played
position.
Same position. We wore the same number. We were both captains.
Oh,
We had the same
snap.
hairstyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
That's a bit hectic.
No,
Did you
hectic,
play? Did you
hectic.
play your dad? on a
I've
game
played
before?
against him once or twice, but the problem is that he's old.
Yeah.
You know, so and also his injuries were like his knees in the
yeah,
game.
yeah.
So
But I'm sure he still got it.
wasn't
though.
always, so yeah, he does. He
Yeah.
does. I actually watched him. He was playing a Heineken thing with like Deko Mudise.
Sure.
And Clarence Sadoff actually
Oh,
was also
wow.
playing in that
Okay,
same
okay.
game. And he was also playing, and I'm like, this guy's not gonna last. I'm like, this guy's gonna play 3 minutes, and then
gonna
he's
be
gonna
out.
hobble. He's gonna say, hey.
Yeah.
No, he played almost the whole game.
Oh.
Yeah, it was fresh. He was fresh.
Yeah.
He was tackling. He was moving. They showed him some flames, you know.
Yeah,
Hey, his
yeah.
knees almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, he survived. He survived.
Ah, man, you know, that man, no,
Yeah,
like,
so
he's
fresh.
imprinted his name in the
Yeah,
South
no, he's
African.
done, he's
it's
done.
done,
But he
man.
did the skit well with you as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
I
he's-
thought
he's
he-
dope. He's not bad,
I
eh?
thought he
Yeah.
killed
Yeah,
it,
you
bro.
see? I told you.
So you're getting it from somewhere.
100%. Ah, guys, well, when it comes to that, that is our first ad break is coming up from Kongcast. We'll be back right after this.
Now, for a limited time, get your exclusive photo shoot for only 2,450 Rand and get a free A1 canvas print. This special includes 20 high-resolution images, 3 hours of editing and retouching, 2 background options of your choice, includes photographer, gear hire, assistant, and refreshments. Get your exclusive photo shoot done at Kong Republic Studios based here in Kyalami Midrand.
Hey, welcome back, Conquerors, to another great episode of Kongcast with the one and the only Mr. Primo Baloyi.
AKA PRIMO9TEEN,
studio
AKA
today,
Brown
guys.
to Man, AKA Banaba Fiend.
Yeah, aka Brown to Man, guys. Oh, wait, I know we can just jump straight into it, man.
But
Continue.
let's get into it, all right?
Yes.
So tell me about the first time you created the first TikTok video.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy. So the first TikTok I made, technically the first TikTok I made wasn't
Yeah.
a TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay.
I edited it on my own. So I was just doing a lot of YouTube stuff, you know.
Right.
I was doing vlogs, and then I remember I was bored, like in the middle of lockdown. First weekend actually,
Yeah.
2020. You know, Ozark just dropped. Ozark season
Right.
3 just dropped.
Yes.
I'm really bored. Can't go anywhere. I'm forced to watch this thing the whole day.
Sure.
At that time, I remember Tigers and I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house.
Oh,
Boom,
yes,
that
yes,
old
yes,
song,
yes,
That
yes,
was
yes.
like huge on
Yeah.
TikTok at the time. So I was like, all right, cool.
Right.
Let me be bored because I'm bored in the house.
Yeah.
I'm in the house bored.
Right.
You know, so I'm like, I made a little bit of a funny little, I think it was like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And people on my Insta, for my stories, and people
Yeah.
were like, no, dude, whoa, this is really funny.
Right.
And then a friend of mine was like, you should put that on TikTok. I'm like,
Oh,
that
okay.
app, that's for kids, isn't it?
Right.
Like, aren't they just dancing and doing weird things? They're like, no, like, try it, please.
Yeah.
Tried it for like a night, posted that video, and I was like, okay, I think maybe I fit in somewhere here.
Sure.
You know, and then I dropped that first video, and I was like, all right, cool, let's do more. Let's see what can happen here.
And then you carry it
And
up.
the sounds just kept like,
Right.
and I eat sounds. For
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, I know.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's my favorite meal.
Yeah.
That's a good sound.
Bro,
so.
you even remix Amapiano tracks.
Trust me. Trust me.
You remix all of that,
Everything.
bro.
Everything.
Yeah. Mostly is it sounds.
I think that's my superpower.
I see.
I'm an audio, like, I
Yeah.
have headphones on all the time.
Okay.
Even in my place. You know, I play music loud sometimes of my speaker, but most of the
Right.
time it's in my headphones.
Yeah.
I need to hear detail and sound. That's how I kind of like see the little niggles that I want to use.
Yeah,
they mostly
in the
come
videos,
yeah,
yeah.
they mostly come in those little details in the sound too. Yeah, yeah.
Sure. Okay, when it comes to your content, do you pre-plan it? Or I know you don't pre-plan it, you like go on the spot, right?
Yeah.
But I'm sure some days are different than others.
I mean,
You
so there's a process, right?
Sure.
As much as it is the moment I catch it, I put it out.
Put it out, right.
But there's a little bit of a process that happens in my head, like it needs to go
thought
through.
process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what people would normally do on paper, I do it all in my head.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Talented.
Yeah. That's what it is.
That's what you call it. I call it ADD. Doctors call it something
No,
else.
it's talented, bro.
But you know,
Yeah.
I just the computer start buzzing in my head.
Right.
And when it goes through all the right filters and the sound matches the way I want it to, and
Yeah.
you know, I kind of place the first scene or two in my head, then I'm gone.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'll cook on a sound for like a day or two.
Sure,
You know, I'll know I
okay.
want to use the sound.
Yes.
And then I'll put it away. And then the next day something will happen, and then you know, maybe a current event or something that can link to that
Link to
sound.
the
will happen.
sound,
Or
sure.
I'll catch a memory or see someone slipping and falling and saying, "Hey, the last time I slipped, it sounded like this." Or
right.
the sound pulls up and then you know,
Yeah.
connects. So I kind of have 3 separate processes for,
Yeah.
for like my TikToks.
I know.
That's so cool.
He's surgical.
You
He's
know,
surgical
I
with
must
it.
ask you about that while we're on this question. Tell me about, like, you know, you say sound is a very important thing,
Yeah.
but your cuts is epic, bro. And I know because your cuts is so catchy because it's the same stuff that you're gonna watch it. Because I don't watch your video once.
Yeah.
Nobody watches your video once, dude. Nobody, because
and it
it's-
moves on
Your
now.
cuts
Yeah.
is so good. So tell me about it. Like, what's the secret? Do you come up with the?
Hey, you can't
did you
even ask
figure
me
out-
for the recipe. Come on.
Can I ask you? Put the
I mean,
secrets out there.
I don't really edit.
Yeah.
Especially my TikToks, I don't edit that stuff. I cut mid recording. I know when to stop.
What?
You know, it's a thing I kind of learned from. I eat a lot of. I used to eat a lot of visual content when I was
Yeah,
younger.
okay.
Yeah.
Now that I'm older, I eat a lot of audio content.
Okay.
So I ate up a lot of adverts. I ate up a lot of movies. I ate up a lot of animation. I ate up a
Yeah.
lot of. I ate, and I feel like maybe that's just like a bit of an expression, you know, like of that stuff because it's just a feeling.
Right,
I know.
right.
Nah, stop. Yeah. No, they'll laugh
No.
if I actually do this.
Right.
You know. So.
Right. You
It's
know
just
your
it's my
audience,
style.
man. You know your audience.
I
is,
want to call it my style. You know, you
Right.
can't really explain yourself to that minute.
But it
detail,
is
you know,
unique
but-
to you because your cuts is unbelievable, bro. But I want to ask you because you just touched on music as well.
Yeah.
What is, would you say, the most important part when making? Is it that sound selection?
No, I don't think of content like that.
Yeah.
It's a system.
Yeah.
So the whole system needs to be really dope. You know when you're gaming.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah,
if you're a gamer.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw gamers when they're building their computers.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
want the RAM at
Yeah.
this size. They
Yeah,
want
yeah,
this
yeah.
fan. You know,
Yes.
it's like that.
Yeah.
Where my parts all have to really like be really
okay.
efficient. So I have to have a really good sound.
Yeah.
My acting must be really dope. Sorry.
Right.
My My facial expressions must be on cue. I must be really relatable. I must be natural.
Sure.
It must make sense. It must cut on the right places. If it's too choppy or too quick, I'm going to put that away. I'm actually not going to do that. Or I'm going to switch the whole thing around so that I can. So now it needs other things. You know, I need to develop little tricks for you guys that you guys are going to stay programmed to. So I just think the whole system, you know, just needs to be really sharp. You know, I don't
There's
think
not one
this
specific.
is more important than the other, but
I got you.
sound is a huge one. Though.
But clearly, you
Sound
treating this like a. I mean, so you got your base, which is you say sound, where you bank on it. But you treating this like a full-on production. You're thinking about your acting. You're thinking about your expression. You're thinking about what you're going to say.
When
your
I say it,
lighting,
how I say
how
it.
you say it, the delivery, the timing, the cuts. You are looking like this at like a cog. Yeah, one man, but you're handling it like a full-on production.
Straight up.
You know,
I feel like I have to. I wasn't satisfied. Like the reason I started doing this thing the way I chose to do it is because I wasn't satisfied with the level of entertainment in the country.
I get you.
I was like, I don't like anything going on here, guys. Like I hear you guys. I see you on TV. Also, but guys,
Just take it up a notch.
guys, every time I'm watching, you know,
Let's level up.
I can't finish an episode. I can't finish a movie. Can't I do it? You know? And then when I realized that I can compress my messaging, I can compress my ideas into 5 seconds. Even. You know, I've done 5-second videos. I have stretched it to 30, 40, minutes. I have a 12-minute short film. You know, so I realized when I can compress and storytell, I can do that myself.
Sure.
Whatever I feel like I want to, the gap that I feel in entertainment, what I feel like is lacking.
Sure.
Let me try to fill it myself, actually.
One time.
And the only way to do that is to do the whole thing. Not just be funny.
100%.
You know, or just be popular. You know, it's like have really great acting skills, bro. Choose the really good sounds, bro. Stay natural. Choose really dope ideas that people resonate with. The whole thing, like I need everything to change. Everything must feel different. You must watch my stuff and say, damn, I'm connected. Like, damn, someone else feels the same things I feel. You know, I really like. That's my whole thing. Connection. There has to be.
Okay, well, since you play every character in your videos, bro, and you incorporate so many outfit changes, how long, since you just explained how surgical you are with putting the whole thing together, right? How long does it take you to make one video?
Maybe 45, 30 minutes. Depends on how long the video actually is or how complicated
what's the
sound
longest one? How long you ever spent? What's the longest you ever spent on a TikTok video?
I've spent an hour and 20. Yeah.
Do you time it? Or it's
Not
just
really, I just
estimates?
know. Because like a lot of the time I know when I start in the morning. And then I just go on. And then when I'm done, I'm just like, whoa, how long has it been?
Right.
But I used to be crazy when it used to have less of me and it was just more like me trying to figure out the game. I used to churn out a TikTok in 10 minutes, flat. So I used to I remember with lockdown, when everyone's sleeping, so I was in the pits. I used to wake up at like 3 a.m. And I make 6 TikToks by 4 a.m. And then I go back to sleep. And then I wake up and then I'm not satisfied with those 6. There's new ideas. So I make another 3. And then I sleep and then in the morning I wake up and I drop another 4. So I used to, my rate used to be really high. Like I used to do a lot. Now it's 1 a day.
It's quantity versus quality.
Exactly. Now there's a lot more in one video than there used to be. Now it's a joke, it's acting, it's the sound, it's relatability. Sometimes it's current affairs.
Which makes it amazing, though, because there's so many things to latch on to.
We're humans, and we can't deny the complexity that we have as a society, dog. And that's all I play at. We're all complex beings, and we like complex things. And my videos are just complex expressions of the world we're going through.
Okay,
wait, before we go on.
Sure.
Have you ever thought about rapping? Your voice, bro. Have you ever thought about
bro? Did you see Indian guy rapping, bro?
Exactly. I haven't seen it.
I'm a piano,
on the trap,
bro.
Okay, I can hook you up with some guys. Let's put you on a track. Let's put you on a track. Let's put you on a track. Like something.
There's something there.
Let me tell you. Anything, trust me, guys. Trust me.
Sure.
I see it.
You
I've got
see
the
it?
vision.
Yeah.
I put you on. When
See,
I give you
I
that
don't know. There's Nova
say
right
no.
there behind the camera. Nova will make a hip hop beat.
My work.
Listen, bring us together.
Yeah.
You will see
You must have
flames.
this.
Trust me.
Hey, Kirsch rapping. Oh man, I'd love to see this thing. Bro,
You know,
what?
and I'm
Yes.
dyslexic, right? So I'll swap the words around.
And
You know,
You've got your own. Back me in the stand.
Yeah, you must do the things. You must do the things. You must shine.
you know, as a creative, I'm always willing to try. Hey, but I wouldn't pay myself to do it. No.
You must freestyle, you man.
You think so until you realize how fun it is or how much people enjoy it.
Yeah.
Then you'll do almost.
You know what? I will actually do it one day. We'll get TJ, maybe Chico in the studio, and we're like,
Trust
lay down
yourself,
something.
Kush. Trust yourself. I trust you.
Yeah.
Trust yourself.
Yeah, Kirsch is
I'm my biggest supporter. Oh, jeez. Okay, no, cool. Yeah, you throw me off my chain there, but no, it's good. It's good.
You just saw your whole rapper life.
Yeah, I just saw your eyes. Oh, yeah. I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing it, bro.
No, he's in the moment now. He's like, yo.
I feel that fully.
But anyway,
Get it out. Get it out.
Get it out.
Get it out.
oh, jeez.
Oh man, I enjoyed your tracks. I heard a couple in my head. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Oh, jeez. But anyway, sir. So we were saying that, you know, there's so much involved in all of this. And I know you touched on, you do everything yourself. But I mean, now you're garnishing millions and millions and millions of views. Are you still doing everything yourself?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's how I feel most comfortable.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like unless I know that you're an expert at what you do.
Right.
Then I'll try to give it to you. You know, so like being on a TV show has taught me that. Like, to kind of let go.
Yeah.
So when I'm acting there, I can't see myself. I can't say, "Hey, director, chill out." I just need to let me just change my face on this one a little bit. You know? So I can't do that the same way I do on my TikTok. Because I stop myself. I say, "Ish, my face wasn't intense," or "It's not resonating." I know, "Ish, no. There I can't.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the only way I'll have a chance to really trust anybody else. Like with the crew. If I know, hey, that's a professional, that's a professional, then I can surrender myself. But for now, my vision is my vision, and I feel like I have to find the people that really resonate on my level.
vision.
Like that.
Right.
I haven't found them yet.
Yeah.
I haven't found them.
But it's hard to. So it's hard to. I mean, like, we just started the company and we've been looking at designers, to employ designers. I've been over 400 CVs before we employed one person. You know?
Sounds like me. Sounds like me.
And then, I mean, now we're looking for more media people, motion graphic artists.
Yeah.
And I've been through over like 490 something CVs. And I'm still put out like another 12 grand of ads today because nobody's
and I
doing
mean,
the cut, you know?
Take the time. Take the time. They will come. They will come. That stuff does exist. Energy does not die. Energy just keeps moving.
But you're
And it will
100%
connect.
right. You have
the
to have
energy will
someone
connect.
on that level.
It's your standard too. So if you waver on your standard, then the product, the standard of the product, you know, is also questionable.
Sure.
So yeah, man, just take your time also in finding the right people for the job.
Well, clearly you and me have, we have the same take on it. You know, we kind of perfectionists, and you know, it's hard to find the right people. I mean, and like you said, you know, you're far from letting your thing go.
That shit's tough, man. Like, I feel like it's my baby. Like don't touch my kid, bro. Don't touch my kid. I will. Hey. You know, so even like I just recently started collabing with people.
I was actually about to ask about that.
I put Robot Boy on. Like that was my first proper collab before my dad.
Sure.
And that was a little bit tough. Like it took a while for me to even like accept that I'm gonna do the sound with someone else. I've had that now. That sound is like 6 months, 7 months old.
Right.
And it's just been sitting in my I'm like, nah. I need to use this, but it's definitely for someone else.
Sure.
So when I'm ready to like spread this brown to man idea or trust someone to say when you're gonna be with me on camera, at least it's gonna have the same intensity.
Sure.
And Robot Boy kind of pulled up, and he's been supportive. Dope homeboy. Robot Boy is one of the most genuine homeboys in the game.
Shout
Never
out
mind
Robot
him
Boy.
being everything that he is: drama, rapper, content actor.
Yeah, he does a lot, dude. Too much.
You know. So he's also just a really dope homeboy, and we just kind of grew our friendship. And then in that, I had to kind of find that the robot boy that's going to be
In the
the
video.
second guy,
Yes,
the
yes.
second member of Brown to Man.
Right.
And yeah, it was dope, but it worked out really well.
Yeah.
It worked out really. I didn't even have to direct him.
You still gonna do more? More
I will.
collabs?
I definitely will. It's the start. You know,
Yeah.
I've already seen that for myself. I was like, when I start, I'm probably just gonna keep
keep on
Yeah,
doing
it's gonna. Normally, like when you guys see something different in my content,
Right.
I'm adding it into the formula. So you're gonna see
okay.
more of it or more variations of that. Or
Right.
you're gonna see that mixed up into other things, but. Every time you see something new, just know that I just added a new ingredient into the pot.
Right.
Yeah, the meal is about
Yeah,
to
it's
bang.
It's about to eat, right? Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Okay, well, of all the social media platforms that we have,
Sure.
Instagram, TikTok, which is your favorite? Which do you
Insta.
enjoy the most?
Insta.
Really?
Really?
Insta.
I would think
Being
TikTok.
a TikTok
bro.
superstar, you're saying
Why
Insta?
Insta?
Insta. I like TikTok only because of the editing.
Okay.
I learned how to edit there, so I'm trapped.
Sure.
If I do it any other way, it just takes me a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I don't like the Instagram real way of doing things.
Right,
So I kind of
right,
keep it to TikTok, number one. Number two, TikTok it's a universe
Yeah.
of its own.
Yeah.
You know, but that sounds for me.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't enjoy TikTok like that. Like I don't sit anymore. I used to.
Right.
But I don't sit anymore for hours just
And
scrolling and
scrolling.
enjoying. No. I
Yeah.
sit on TikTok for max 10 minutes a time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to be filming.
But Insta?
Insta,
For hours.
I'm sitting
Yeah.
like I'm watching basketball. I'm flipping through stories. Like I
Right.
actually really use that app. That's
Yeah.
one app that gets a lot of me.
Do you feel it's more relevant in our South African society?
I feel like that's why they find it a bit easier to monetize too.
Yeah.
TikTok is not really monetizing the way I feel like they should.
It should,
Right.
yeah.
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 Because I can't be getting 3.5 million views a week like I'm a TV show.
Right.
And have nothing to show for it.
Sure.
Absolutely nothing.
Sure.
You know, you got, come on, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Work
so-
on it.
Got something.
Work
Yeah,
on it.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's weird because initially when they started their monetization program, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was $250 million that was in the budget. But what they did is they started diluting it with multiple creators. So as soon as people started to jump on board, they just took that budget and they just started to, okay, well, cool.
Dispersing it.
Yeah, so at first it was actually very good. It was like better than
lucrative,
YouTube,
yeah.
very lucrative. And now, because there's
So many.
creators online, because it's still the same budget.
But you know what also happened? It was only open to Americans to benefit
Yeah.
from that.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct.
I remember at a time where I thought, okay, my stuff deserves something.
Sure.
And I researched that stuff, and they were like, it's only TikTok America that what is it called, the Creator Fund. That after you get a certain amount of followers and views, you
Right.
get a share.
Start
of.
getting sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
But there's nothing here. They tried something. TikTok South Africa tried something. That's when I kind of started. When I switched my attitude.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
on this little TikTok thing called the Rising Stars program or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they chose.
Oh, yes, yes, I remember
and they
that.
chose
Yeah.
like a top 20.
Yes, TikTok South African.
Exactly.
Yes, yes.
And they first chose the top 100 that we were all in.
Yeah.
And they'd give us like tasks, you know. So
Right.
like, one of the tasks was you can't post less than 3 a week.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, all right, let me take that up a notch. I'm going to post every day of the week.
Sure,
That's
sure.
That's how I also started posting that
Regularly, yeah.
Then they also used to help us so they give you tasks where your content needs to be surrounding this topic.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or it's Mother's Day, so do something about Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And that kind of helped me switch my mind into making my stuff about other things
Sure,
or product. Or
sure.
whatever. So I started thinking about that stuff.
Yeah.
And then they had a thing where they paid they chose like a top 20 and they paid them like a bit of a grant or whatever.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They didn't choose me.
Yeah.
They slept on me. They slept on Primo.
Right.
I still had like 36,000 followers.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
Well, I think they regret
so
that
Look at me now.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So that's the closest I've seen to them really pushing monetization for us here specifically.
Sure. Have you seen any other things, like any other strategies like that coming about?
I think a big part of it now is marketing. You know, I feel like that you need a channel into marketing for you to really like reap the rewards of social media, because it's a numbers game at the end of the day.
Yeah.
They just want to see how many followers, how many people they have
People get.
access to every
Sure.
time you
Yes.
post something, and that's why people will give you money.
Yes.
You know, so we'll get there.
Yeah, nah.
We'll get there. Hopefully.
Work in
If not,
progress.
I'll make sure we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think so you got so many eyes on you, and like you said, you know the last 2 years has been crazy for you. So I think having the eyes is definitely a great thing, and having that audience. And I think, like you said, if it doesn't happen fast enough, there's other ways to leverage of that, from e-commerce and merch lines, and going bigger into this with using your same audience. So I definitely agree with you. I think, and we should have a conversation after this, but I think you can start monetizing quite a large number way sooner than you think. We started in a new division in the company where we selecting a select amount of creators within each industry, and we're gonna partner with them to do a merch line deal. But when we say partner, we really want to partner, because we're gonna do the photo shoots, we're gonna do the manufacturing, we're gonna do the web design, we're gonna do the data distribution, we're gonna do the data internal creating, and we're gonna do the shipping and the packaging, and we're gonna still fund the whole thing. So we it's a new thing. We still putting it in tracks, but it should launch within the next 2 to 3 months, and that's quite an exciting thing, because we try and so the thing is, it's actually an open market, because I'm sure you follow influencers overseas, right?
Some.
These guys. But let me just use some of the bigger guys. Like, are you familiar with Mr. Beast?
Yes, I've seen Mr. Beast, the dude with the Lambo.
100%. like
Dude with the Lambo.
The thing is, from his monetization, just of his chocolate bars, he's bringing an average of like $4 million a month. Crazy. Just on selling products within retail store. Logan Paul started off with merch line. I'm sure you're familiar with Logan Paul. So Logan Paul was, within 3 days, he turned over 7 million on merch lines. This is not including brand deals. It's not including all the other stuff.
Straight to him.
Straight to him, 100%. And I do believe the South African audience, also the South African influencers don't really push that there immediately, where they'll say, hey, you know what, I can do this now. Let me throw 100,000 at it.
Let me tell you something, though. Don't forget about the country we live in, too. We live in a country where people are not always so welcoming to parting away with their money. America has a very huge consumer culture and markets and high-based culture. So they can always get away with that stuff. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't happen or it's going to be impossible for South Africans, but just always know that, number one. Number two, socioeconomic, what's going on.
Stuff.
People, I'm paying for gas. I'm not gonna buy Primo's do-rags. I'm gonna go pay for gas. Petrol is climbing. We just live in a very tricky place.
No, we absolutely do. I agree.
So with the timing of it, I think a lot of people, especially me, my personal reason is because you need to kind of pace people, especially when you're dealing with certain factors like this, when you're dealing with a hypercritical market. South African market is very when you're dealing with a market that's, I don't want to say stingy, but with merch, we're not used to buying merch. You say we don't buy people's merch. You buy your album, we won't buy your shirt. We don't want to wear you. We might go in wearing Primo. But now we're getting into a culture that accepts that a lot more. The youngins are wearing stuff. And doing things. They're pushing that culture. So I feel like it's creeping. It's creeping. And when it gets to a point where like people's wallets can sustain that stuff.
No, that's what we want to create as well. Like when you're talking about a culture in general with the youth, right? If you're hosting an event and you're like a performer, I'm a piano artist or whatnot, right? As soon as you purchase that person's merch and you're going to this person's show, you're gonna wear his stuff. You know what I mean?
You'll feel that, bro.
Like Cotton Fest, what they doing, rest in peace, Ricky Rick, always.
Amen.
But what he was doing was insane. Like he got people to buy his merch, got people to buy,
I have the shorts. University of Cotton Fest in my wardrobe, so.
It's all about just influencing the culture in that way and hitting them just the proper way.
You know what I believe? It's a huge part of my philosophy with everything I do. Quality first. Quality
first,
product.
right.
I believe in giving the people the best that you can give.
Yes.
then you can ask whatever
Yeah,
you want from them.
yeah.
You know, if
Customer
I give you guys my
experience.
best every day,
Sure.
and you guys start to bash me in the comments, I'm gonna be like, guys, relax. I'm
what's
gonna turn off
happening?
the tap.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
you must mean that much to them.
Yeah.
You know, but and a
yeah.
lot of the time with people, it's the product, bro. It's the final product. Like, give them the quality. Be undeniable. When they see, they must be like, alright, sharp. How much?
Yeah.
It's
Sure.
tough.
Mara.
But Konje, I'm working. This guy owes me this much. He'll give me. You know, then they'll have that. They'll think with themselves and have that conversation. But before that, and maybe it's just me and my insecurities, but I'm a huge,
It's insightful.
huge advocate for quality.
Yeah.
And
No, but you know what? It's not just quality is king, like you said, quality over quantity. You know, and from a monetization part of view. So, what we do, we technically are an advertising agency first. So marketing and analytics and stuff is part of our background. What we do. So we just looked at the numbers and we see, oh, there's an open market. Because I just give you a rough estimate, So we worked out, on 150, 200,000 followers, you could do a minimum of 300 sales. That 300 sales, you could do an average GP of 150. Even that
Number
150.
cruncher.
Yeah, even if that
you're
150.
wasting that voice, bro. Leave the max. Let's put you on the mic.
Even if you split that halfway in the middle, that's still 15,000 rand after tax in your pocket, right? If you look at that over a period of 12 months, it's 360,000. If you look at that period over 5 years with composed interest, you're looking at 1.8 million of additional revenue that you didn't have. So we definitely do see it, because take a lot. I mean, they're in the billions now. Billions. I mean, it's massive. I mean, Discam alone, online sales grew by 67%. Yes, it's a needed good, right?
Sure.
But
There's a lot of other people doing it.
100%, And I do believe, South African audience and even the culture right now, like you say, in the youngins, bro, they'll do it. They'll get the Primo hat and the Primo shorts and that kind of stuff. So, we definitely do see a market for that, and we really want to invest here in our artists and with our artists, because I love this country personally, before the whole business came about, we had the option of leaving the country, and I said, no, hell this, I'm going to stay here, start a business, and and do this. So I mean, personally, I think there's a lot of greatness here. Yes, the economy is tough, and yes, things is and there's so many things happening, but they don't call it sunny South Africa for nothing, right?
Also, let me tell you something. It's a great attitude to have. Stay strong. Stay strong. Stay. We go through so much.
Yeah, no, you do.
I couldn't
It's too
post
much.
yesterday because of load shedding. I focused so much on making my video. I made it from like 8%. By the time I was done making the video, I was on 1%. And I was still under load shedding. So I was like, it's gonna come back now. It left at 2.
Yeah.
4 o'clock. It's coming.
It's
back.
coming
It's
down
like
now.
10 to 4.
Sure.
I'm like, it's coming back. It's 6:30, 7. They didn't come back. I'm not gonna post at night. So I was, so be strong.
No, you have
be
to
ready.
you have to
Just
be.
know that
Yeah.
it's gonna be so tough before it gets better. And always see the light, even if you don't see it physically.
No, for sure.
Make sure.
Yeah, right now we're seeing no light.
lights
We
right
only
now.
see the light.
Legit. Middle of load shedding right now.
Right now, guys.
No, it's bad though, Primo, because we did a post when it was 2 weeks ago, and I had to come. I live in Four Ways, right? Studios in Kailami. I had to come here 4 times.
Just
Four
to do the
times
post,
to do
man.
one post,
One
bro.
post.
4 times. So I had to travel 8 times.
Because now the network is off
Oh,
because
yeah, server
and
is
the
down,
lights
can't
and
do the
this is
render.
down and
It's a whole
It's tough,
issue, man.
But if you're gonna love it,
You gotta
choose
love
what you
it,
love and
man.
let it kill you, man.
No, 100%.
You know, the
finish
one
you.
thing I can say about this whole thing is that we're all relatable in this entire thing,
Fully, fully,
Yeah, we're all
fully.
South Africans and stuff. But with you, in your TikTok bio, you said your superpower is being relatable. Why is that so important to you, bro?
Man, I feel like
Since
that's-
it's a superpower,
yeah,
you know?
I feel like it's a superpower only because if I did it any different, I would be like everybody else. Just doing
get
it
you.
now.
Right.
I'd just be hopping on every other trend.
Yeah.
And just be doing what the next person is doing.
Right.
But I realized that the one thing that people really gravitate towards is the
Yeah.
fact that I can connect with certain parts
Sure.
that you thought you were going through alone.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
And the basis of that, to go even further, hey man, you'll never be alone in this world.
Never.
No matter how lonely you can get, you're not alone. There's someone. There's someone.
Yeah.
With your TikToks, we don't feel alone.
Nah.
Definitely.
And
Not
that's
at all.
exactly what I love. Like I love the fact that people come to me and say, "Yo, dude, you just got me out of a funk."
Right.
I thought, damn, everything that's facing me is gonna be the end of me. But I just laughed and I had a different perspective of everything. You know. So hey, man, the point is to just keep laughing and keep connected. Stay connected.
Yeah.
As humans, like we humans at the end of the day. Yeah, some of us have more money than other ones.
Yeah.
Some of us look better than other ones. Some of us have better voices than other ones. Like, to our parts. At the end of the day, if I want to make something of myself in this world, I'm probably going to need another human being.
Sure.
If I'm going to make money in this world, I'm probably going to need at least another human being.
For sure.
It's very tough to be a one-man show.
Yeah.
You know, even though I did.
Even though you are. Even though you are.
Legit, bro. Legit. Power.
You know,
Bro.
but it's not easy. And I'm also not a one-man show completely. I'm only a one-man show in the production side, you know. I've got a team behind me.
For sure.
I've got people who I speak to, people who keep me coming back. I wake up and I know that I'm okay enough to do this thing again.
Yes.
And I'm not scared, you know, to drop something really out different or out of this world, or to give a brand something they've never seen before. You know? I'm not scared because the people behind me are just like, dude, that's
You got
why,
this.
That's why people love you.
Sure,
You know, 'cause you're something they've never seen before. Keep giving them that.
Hey, and you need that motivation. Hey, those days, some days you definitely do need
so
that.
even
man.
even the one man show,
Sure.
it's not completely a one man show, but it's a one man show.
Got you. Got you.
But you know, let's talk about your growth on TikTok. So when did you start to receive this massive exponential growth?
So like I said, when I was in that TikTok rising
Yes.
thing, I had like 30,000 followers. I remember the requirement was 20,000 followers.
Sure.
And I just creeped over. I had like 22 when I entered this
Yeah.
thing. And then luckily, this American sound that I jumped onto blew up. It got like 1 million views in 2 days.
Oh, okay.
And Americans like, do it again.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I did it again. And they're like, damn, they gave me another 1 million views. I'm like, whoa. And then they gave me 3 million views. And I'm like, damn, let's go.
Yeah.
That's how no one in this country knows me. You know, it was the craziest thing. And I just like, okay, someone likes me.
Sure.
You know, so let's just keep going. And then
Yeah.
I had a bit of a spike.
Yeah.
And then I got like, I was like 40-something thousand. And then it kind of started plateauing because I wasn't catering to that American market as much as, you know, I'm like, dude, I need home.
Home, sure,
I need
sure.
home. Even my content, it must be home. I must bring it back home.
Yeah.
And then I kind of switched up my formula, you know, where I used to say, okay, let me use, besides making it South African ideas or situations or relatable stuff, let me use South African sounds.
Sure.
You know, especially things people don't expect. Let me use voice notes. Let me use, because no one was doing that.
Yeah,
Voice notes
nobody.
is so
No one was
unique,
doing like
bro.
everyone was just like cowering towards American sounds, and like songs, and I'm like, nah. Let me show you guys that there's a lot of stuff that you can do.
Right.
Now we use literally anything.
Anything.
And that's for me. That was my goal. Like, home. There's so much here.
Yeah, too much.
And I was like, actually, it's fine. I'll sacrifice the millions of views these guys gave me,
Right.
to see what I can do at home. Now I've got 450,000 followers.
Yeah, man.
460 something now. I get 4 million views a week at my peak.
Yeah.
12 million views a month. I feel like a TV
You
show.
are a TV show.
No,
You're a
no.
TV show on your own.
No, that
sir.
is-
Because I brought it home.
Yeah.
I decided it's time to bring it home.
Bring it home. Sheesh, okay, and does posting your TikToks on your Instagram, like, what's that relationship like?
I thought
Because-
there would be I won't lie.
Yeah.
When I started doing it, I was like, ish. I used to do it only as a story.
Yeah, okay.
So I take my TikTok and put it as a story.
Story.
I'm like, ish, they're not ready to receive me like this.
Yeah.
Ish, you know, I still had a bit of anxiety and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when the people were really catching, I
Yeah.
said, nah, let me post it again.
Yeah.
They're gonna laugh again. And also
Yeah.
realize that the TikTok market and the Instagram market are slightly separated by the fact that people on Instagram still see TikTok as this weird thing.
Sure,
So the
yes.
gap is closing.
Yeah.
And it's really close to being fully closed.
Yeah.
But there's still that two sides to it.
Sure.
So a lot of people weren't seeing it there, and I'm like, nah, love me.
Yeah, it's
And
right
they
here.
catch it the exact same way.
Yeah.
So now my Instagram numbers, I'm reaching 100,000. I'm like 91.
Right. Yes.
But
yeah, yeah.
I have the same numbers as my TikTok.
TikTok,
account. Yeah,
right.
I expect the same. I see the same. I average 100,000 views a video
Sure.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
With now 90,000.
Mm. That's it, man.
That's amazing.
Oh, the
man.
reach
That's
is
absolutely
crazy.
amazing.
It surprises me too.
So, I mean, you're doing this thing where you're taking your TikTok videos and you're putting it on your Instagram.
Yeah.
All right. Would you say now, because of that, Instagram, all your viewers there is automatically jumping onto TikTok?
No.
No.
So they've been slowly coming.
Yeah.
But some of them are comfortable with the fact that I bring it that side.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
there'll be times where I'm posting certain things this side. Like, as much as I do post the same TikToks,
Sure.
that's not my value proposition on Instagram.
Yeah.
My value proposition is all of me, not just
Right.
the theatrical.
Sure.
You know, so people really love my stories for
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why these people, 10,000 people are watching my stories.
Sure.
It's weird. I used to
Yeah.
have 10 people watching my
Maybe
stories.
story, yeah.
You
That was
know?
10,000.
I used to be able to say, why did this guy look at my story?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at, Or if
Yeah.
an ex is stalking me, I used to be able, I can't see it anymore. You know, it's that many. So
Yeah.
there's a different value proposition on Instagram.
Right.
Those people want my whole life.
Yeah.
TikTok, they don't necessarily
Yeah.
care about me. Just like, hey, dog, just make me laugh and leave.
Yeah. So Instagram's the personal side of you.
Yeah.
Mostly.
And
yeah.
that's why I enjoy it better.
I see.
That's why it's my favorite platform to be on. I express myself very easily. There's a lot of friends. I make a lot of friends on Instagram too. A lot
Right.
of very famous people
Yeah.
have become my friends just because they can see how I live. Because I'm cool with my stories. I just post what I do and what I eat.
Yeah.
And who I chill with and how I chill.
Yeah.
So I've met really crazy people through that.
Right.
I actually make more of my money on Instagram than on TikTok.
Oh, wow.
So Instagram is that's home.
Who would you say is like close friends, like close friends that you made in the industry? Your closest, let's say.
Mandisa.
Mandisa?
Man's not hot.
Ah,
Tori.
okay.
Yeah. Me
Oh.
and Mans are really dope friends.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I didn't expect that relationship too. But then we both from Pitori. Rebelalas Pitori.
right.
012. Now it's a 717 for you.
Sure.
0. It's a 0125.
Sure.
So that's one of the biggest ones. But I have a really
Right.
good relationship with a lot of Maglera Doughboy.
Maglera.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and him will just like have deep talks about
Right.
nothing.
Yeah.
Even though you don't answer my phone no more.
Yeah. Okay, Maglera.
That's a really interesting part of
Just
this
a range of people that
industry
you.
too. Yeah.
got
I can't go to a party and not be greeted by artists. It's weird to me now. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, Primo. I'm like, oh shit. I just pretend like this is okay.
Okay,
Hi, dog. How you
Sure,
doing,
man.
dog? But
Yeah.
man, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I've met a lot of beautiful people. A lot of hardworking people.
Yeah.
People like Candice Murisele, Robert
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
There's so many people.
many.
Like, and people are gonna feel like I'm
Are you leaving them out?
out. Like even other TikToks like Mogelling.
Yeah.
I became friends with Quincy.
Yes.
So like there's a lot of really dope people out here.
Right.
Besides the quality of our work, the quality
Right.
of the humans, it's also really high.
Proper, no? Well, guys, on that note, I mean, what more can you say? High quality people, high quality entertainment, high quality entertainers right here with Primo Baloyi. But right now, we'll be back right after this ad break.
Now, for a limited time, get your exclusive photo shoot for only 2,450 Rand and get a free A1 canvas print. This special includes 20 high-resolution images, 3 hours of editing and retouching, 2 background options of your choice, includes photographer, gear hire, assistant, and refreshments. Get your exclusive photo shoot done at Kong Republic Studios based here in Kyalami Midrand.
Hey, welcome back, Conquerors, to another great episode of Kongcast with our main man, our main guest for the show today, Mr. Primo Baloyi.
AKA PRIMO9TEEN, AKA
Yes.
Brown to Man, AKA Banaba
Hey,
Fame.
bro, you must teach me all those things, guys. The intro must be right next time. I know, guys. We're having a good conversation, getting to know the man behind the camera, on TikTok.
The man behind the
And
camera.
yeah,
It's
you
a
seem to be
very funny conversation.
Yeah, very funny.
It's really, this has been the funniest podcast so far.
It's me.
One time. You seem to be a dancer too, man.
Hey,
Yeah?
But talking about the dance thing,
mind
man.
Yes.
What's your favorite Amapiano dance song?
Song Umlando.
Ah,
Guys,
there
and
it
not
is.
because but right now or anything.
Yeah.
Like I'm enjoying a lot. Like I'm enjoying a lot of music, a lot of Amapiano.
Right.
But Umlando was made by scientists.
yes.
Namba and Mduva and Dos when
Dos.
they were sitting
Sure.
together and they decided to make that song
Yeah.
Oh no. That's why Sierra and international artists are doing Umlando. That's why that dance is trending all like it's not by coincidence.
Yeah.
That song has so many the elements.
No,
Like
that's
you know about the audio, like I told you, there's elements that you can hear. You just play that song from start to finish. Not listen to even the lyrics. Just listen to the beat. He adds all the elements one by one, and they're hypnotic. So there's like an Arabic, what do they call it? Like a percussion?
Sure.
There's an Arabic rhythm in there. The kung, there's certain, they
I
chose.
know, you can tell you like the song.
Oh, no.
Bro.
I heard everything. The bass line is very selective. Dosa's voice matches the bass line.
Yes.
Let me write something for you. Let's make a hit. But you know, like things like that all came together where Dosa's voice was crazy on all those instruments, which was crazy with the timing and the drop. And so like, it's Umlando for a while. It's going to be Umlando for a while.
For a while? That's your favorite one to dance to too?
Oh, every time that song comes on, I can't sit down.
Too much.
Oh, no. If you guys play, if I just heard kung, literally the first time, there's a kung, I hear it with the first two hits. That's my song.
That's
every time.
Oh,
every
man.
time.
That leads to my next question. You know, I actually want to reference this Instagram reel, right? This is your highest Instagram reel, G, with 896K views. And I know the song playing here is Umlando. And this one, I was thinking, like, what the creativity behind this, bro? What was the inspiration behind this video?
Just like every other video I make. Just like every other video I make. I just needed something that can resonate to this challenge. I'm like, everyone is doing this hip thing. And it's gents doing this hip thing. It's not the women. So I can't enter it just any other way because then I'm going to be a twerking ass. Like, what are you doing, bro? So,
bro, people are trending with like, these guys, why are they doing this? Why are they doing these things?
There's a homeboy whose hips was just too. It's like, no, all right. Like now I'm comfortable. Like, you know, but I was in Durban and the Umlando thing started popping.
Crazy,
And I made a video. And I was like, ish. I hear it. But no. It's part of me flipping my style into just making the content to making it primo content, you know. And I was like, let me add a joke. And then for a day, I didn't know what. You know, and I've got this whole video that I've already made. And I'm like, ish, I bet it's fine. You know, I put it in the drafts and I was so upset. And I we were driving all the way back and I'm like, what am I going to do with this song? Like this, I need it because I need to express how much I connect with the song. You know? And then literally I arrived in Joburg. It took me an hour. I got home. I saw groceries. I was like, damn. Imagine if you had a twapi and your hands were too full to take it out. How would you try to take it out? You know? And then you guys were like, damn, I would take it out like that too. And I was like, you guys are weird. You guys are as weird as me. Straight. And then, Umlando, now every video I've made with Umlando gets very close to 1 million views. If not over, I've got one that's on 4 million views. The Afrikaans one. On TikTok, this one hit over 2 million on TikTok. So, dude, Umlando, I owe a lot to that. to throw some duva to that group of scientists. They did a lot.
They did the most.
They did a lot.
But let's talk about Kautembela. You were the main cameo there on Chico's video. How did this come about, sir?
Oh no, Chico just really felt me, and he came up to me one day. He's like, "Dog, I think you could do something on my video." I was like, and I already did the Umlando video. When he contacted me, so I was like, "Ish, I don't want to do this again," because in the Umlando video, all I did was just shake my hips a little bit. It wasn't meaningful. And I'm like, "Ish, I don't know if I want to do it." And he's like, "Dude, I want you in costumes." I was like, "Hold up, what? You want characters?" He's like, "Bro, bring at least 2 characters." I said, say less, man. I went there with 4. I went there with Brown to Man, with the gown lady. I went there with what's this thing? The car guard. Also, actually, we went there with 3. And we had so much fun. Whoa, we just had fun with it. Like,
no, it looked like a fun video.
Oh man, it was incredible. It was great. It was one of my favorite ways to express myself too, because it felt like a big TikTok. In the moments where, you know, there was 2 of me. It felt like a TikTok. In the moments where I was doing Brown's Man, I'm doing the whole, you know, in the look, and the end of it where I'm mad at him in the car wash. You know, so
It incorporated you perfectly, bro. Yeah,
That's the way.
proper.
If I want to make a cameo,
Yeah, that's the way.
that's how I want to make my cameo. Yeah, that was the perfect way.
Perfect.
Oh, that was amazing. Yeah, we loved you. Shout out to Chico.
Yeah,
right?
shout out to Chico. Always, man.
Shout out to Mchichi himself.
Okay, well, you spoke about drops earlier. I want to ask, how many videos you have in your drops, bro?
Let me check
Ah,
right
you're
now.
gonna check them right now.
113 videos in my drops.
Oh my word.
Yeah. Oh, and I just hit. Let me screenshot this right over here.
Let's do it right here.
467,000 like on the dot. Also 13 million likes on the dot. Shout out.
Well done, bro. Well done.
Appreciate
Respect
it.
to that.
Appreciate it.
eh?
One time.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we're shooting this the right time.
Right.
Imagine. Hey, no cheating. You
The
caught us,
timing.
but we have got you.
God, you know, the timing was just perfect timing.
No, cool. But let me talk to you about this video.
Yes.
Four
Since we talked about drafts, brother.
4.5 million views. I just want to say this again, right? 4.5 million views. So, realistically
9 million
speaking,
eyes.
If you work on the old census that was done, right? And if you look at exactly this year,
Geschiedenis.
this is 10% of the country.
Actually,
It's marketing.
I didn't see it like that.
So tell me, did you know it's gonna be so successful?
No.
And it's Afrikaans,
Do you
bro.
know what's the funny thing? This thing sat in my drawers for like 2 weeks.
Bro.
Yeah.
I didn't want to drop it. I was like, nah, they're not gonna feel this. I sat on it. It sat.
Yeah.
And I made more. And I made other ones and I made other ones. And I'm like, actually, today, I think it was a day where I didn't have enough time to sit down and make a video, as I always do. And I was like, ish, Konje, there's that thing in the drafts.
Yeah.
Let's see what they're gonna say. Bah. That got 1 million in like 2 days.
No way.
I couldn't believe it.
Bro.
I
No
couldn't
way.
believe it. I was
Yeah.
like, nah. Afrikaans.
Hey, bro.
Guys, I thought we all failed Afrikaans.
No, we did that.
But we understand them not doing Afrikaans. Oh, no.
They're teaching Afrikaans the wrong way, bro.
Clearly. I gave them an idea on how to teach it. Hey, if they revolutionize Afrikaans,
Yeah.
I need all that credit.
Yeah, you take a piano song.
I need that credit.
Yeah, you need
Translate
Primo
your
in
favorite
an-
song
You need Primo
into
in an
Afrikaans.
essay. In an essay.
Please, how Primo.
So that's unbelievable. I mean, like, did you really? I mean, when you was doing this, what was the thoughts? I mean, like, what were you thinking at that moment when you was doing this?
For this specific video,
This specific video.
nothing. It connected in my head.
Yeah.
But also, I definitely was happy
Yeah,
the fact
yeah,
that it was South African. It was a South African
Yeah,
language.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I was very happy that it wasn't, because I touch every language.
Yeah.
I've made a video in almost all 11 official languages, if I can actually think about it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And at that time, it was just really interesting to me. The homeboy who does it, he translates Amapiano songs. The guy
Sure.
who did that one.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
always translating songs. So I was
sure.
like, damn, this is a cool concept. And then
Yeah.
the joke came out straight away. And I was
Yeah.
like, ish, but I don't trust that they'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Even the fact that at the end, if you actually watch the video properly, the teacher was happy.
Sure.
Yeah.
With the fact that
we did see that.
Yeah,
We did see
damn,
that.
like,
She's like,
So I had to say, I was like, ish, they're not gonna like a happy ending. They always want a funny ending. You know,
Yeah.
they might not resonate, and it ended up being part of the highlight. The fact that
Shit.
it ended in like a
Yeah,
damn,
yeah.
like you did it,
You did
and
the
they
thing.
also felt like, yeah, no, you did. You know, if
Right.
it wasn't, if we were in Afrikaans class, we would be giving you daps too.
Right,
You know,
right.
so man, it's everything I do, everything I've posted has a story, bro.
Man, you probably have
Every
another-
video has
Yeah.
a story.
but that's unbelievable. You
No
know what?
shade.
You got 140, what is it?
13
113 drafts. How many of them
Yeah.
is going to viral?
We don't know. We don't know. We've got another 5 million views today.
No, but if you got
don't
so
know.
many,
Yeah,
I mean,
bro.
they must
One
be.
of them
They
has
must
to.
be.
We'll see.
I'm
see.
I'm gonna put money on this. I'm gonna put $5 on it. All right.
You don't feel me. 5 bucks.
Don't gamble. I'm going to put this one. but seriously, sir, that's unbelievable. And the fact of the matter that you second thought this one is I'm shocked about that because everything you do, you're so confident in the charisma and oh, dude, you kill it every. The fact of the matter, you actually got so much stuff in your job. It just shows what a perfectionist you are.
Yeah, I don't want to compromise my vision.
No, I can see this.
I hate compromising in general. I don't like compromising.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to compromise, it must be to my best benefit.
Sure.
Yeah, ish, I don't compromise very well.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a big brother to like 7 siblings, you know, I'm very good at sharing.
Right.
Compromise. Hey, let's chat a little bit longer. Maybe something else will happen, you know.
Yeah.
But for me, it just shows the beauty of like creativity and imagination and just connection, you know, because I can doubt something that you guys fall absolutely in love with, and I'll never know. I must just gamble. In that point, when I decide to post, it's a gamble.
It's a gamble.
You know, I keep telling people that the first hour after I post, I'm an anxious wreck.
Really?
I am so anxious. Because I don't know if you guys are gonna enjoy this thing or not, and if you don't, it's gonna be that one that Primo didn't get. You know, like he finally missed. Damn, we've been waiting for this.
That's
you know?
hectic pressure, bro.
So like, hey, it's heavy.
hectic
But
pressure,
in that hour, I'm pacing up and down. In my mom's house, when I still used to live with my mom, there used to be this table in the middle of the lounge.
Yeah.
I used to walk around that table with my phone, and I used to get so dizzy that I'm not dizzy anymore. You know what I mean? Like I've been in the circle so long that I'm in a trance, just because I'm so anxious and I'm pacing like. And I can't just sit still, you know. And if I do, and I must sit down, I get up. Ish, I didn't pack away those things, and I put away my gown, and I sit down. Ish, I need to eat that child. Sit down. But nigga, how you doing, bro?
Restless.
Until that hour is done, then I go back and check, and then it's kicked into like all the algorithms and whatnot. And then then I start actually relaxing and analyzing and crunching numbers. Okay, cool. First hour, this much. Okay, cool. This one. Okay, sharp.
Sure.
Perfectionist.
I never stop working. Unbelievable.
That's the way.
You know, but it's good. So it's good to see, because this inspires us to do what we do. You know, to see what you do, and you know, to
not compromise,
and you know, push and
stick
take
to the vision.
100% stick to the vision. But talking about the vision, man, what's the future for Primo? Hey? Is prime time part of it?
Prime time entertainment.
My man.
Prime time entertainment.
Man,
I don't see the future. I feel like I am. I have to become something to do it. So if there's a lot of things I've never seen that you guys are gonna see. That I'm gonna see, and when we both see them,
we will know.
It's gonna be like, dude, you know. So I just want everything. That's my vision. I want everything.
No, but it's good.
I want to be the standard for entertainment. I want you guys not to laugh if it's not on my level that I created in 2020. TikTok, you know. I want when you guys to laugh to be real almost every time. Even on TV when you're watching a sitcom, you're laughing because you really laughing, you know. Or when you guys are on your phones and an influencer tries to sell you something and it's just not connecting, you must say, actually, you have the power to not be an influencer, because who are you actually influencing? You know. So standard, I want to raise the I want to raise the bar.
No,
I want to raise the bar in everything.
That's amazing.
Film, TV, everything that involves looking at something. You must look at me. If you want to hear something, listen to me.
Primo,
But Primo, I must ask you, right? You're looking at stand-up, you're looking at so many things, and you're hungry, sir. You're hungry. What's your take on Trevor Noah?
Oh, crazy. He's incredible. Dope. I feel like I've always had to differentiate. I don't idolize people. That's one thing I don't do. I was very close to idolizing my father when I played football, because I realized I'm becoming him, you know. And like I said, we had the same haircut.
But your dad's a legend.
We were both captains.
Your dad's
you know?
a legend.
Yeah, but you must still, it's always you. That's always the secret ingredient. You know, so emulating is something I hate doing. That's why I don't like following trends the way other people are following, because I don't like emulating. I don't want to be something that's already there. I'm wasting. It's there. Go watch that one. I'm going to make something that you guys must come watch this one, you know? So I don't emulate, so I don't idolize. And I try to take certain aspects of you the same way people take certain aspects of me and my content. And, you know, Trevor's commentary on on day-to-day events, on current events. That's
The
huge.
Daily Show.
That's for me. That's his thing.
Yeah.
You know, he's here.
Yeah. Sharp
You know,
with it, bro.
he's probably one of those gents who's always being told things. He's always reading the news. He's always you eat so much information to be able to do that, you know.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things he doesn't do. He doesn't act.
Yep.
You know, he doesn't do certain things. So it's
Doesn't
not like,
dance.
I mustn't say he's not a complete comedian. He's not a great. No, he's epic.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, I take what I take and I move. You know,
Yeah.
so I also decided, let me also put a little bit of current affairs in my stuff. Let me comment. You know, and that's my part of paying homage to my predecessors.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
there's a bit
People
of
who paved
everybody
the
in
way.
me. There's
Oh,
a
is this
bit
the
of
one
everybody.
because the flag? I saw the one with the flag.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You do a lot of politics. You got
Exactly.
balls.
Yeah.
You got balls.
I
sir.
realized I
Yeah.
needed to. I
Yeah,
realized my
yeah.
voice stretches so much further than just making people laugh. Like, I was like,
sure.
people want more than just to laugh.
Right.
People actually want to talk about what's going on in front of them.
Sure.
You know,
Because it's informative and
Yeah,
it's
it's entertaining,
It's
sure.
edutainment.
Yeah.
exactly. And that's what Trevor did, but on a very personal basis.
Yes.
Good night and welcome to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that one. You know,
Right.
I want to do it my way. You know,
Right.
so we're going to see all of that. We're going to see so much, guys.
So much. No, guys,
You know,
bigger and better.
Got a lot for you
It's
guys.
unbelievable. You know, we was doing this, and then Jan sent me a link to your stuff. Yeah. And then yesterday I was in Richards Bay in Durban with a very conservative client, and then we was discussing the whole flag thing.
Right.
And I'm like, oh no, we interviewed the gentleman that's coming on tomorrow on the show,
Right.
and we showed him that. Oh, did we laugh for about 45 minutes? Yeah, because we had lunch afterwards, and it was unbelievable. And the funny thing is that. You know, it's a whole bunch of Afrikaans guys, and they love the content, bro. They love it. The thing is, you open to so many. You know, you don't box yourself up as you don't put
Exactly.
yourself in a box.
Right.
Exactly.
And I love it because now it opens you up to so many different things.
That's my aim. Is to don't confirm me. And don't confirm me ever again. You know, like don't like that's my thing. Like just don't. The moment I feel like I'm predictable, I'm cringing.
Oh, yeah.
Like hey, just get me out of here.
Yeah.
Don't even look at me then. Rather don't look at me if you're gonna know what I'm gonna say next.
Right.
You know. But with that one, it's so crazy. Even Musi, my man, he retweeted that. I was like,
wow.
whoa, you guys could get me in trouble now. You know, so that's really hectic. But the borders I've been able to cross,
Sure.
that's one of my biggest achievements. I have people. There's been times where I've just seen Afrikaans comments, you know, in my comment section.
Wow.
You know, having full-on conversations about stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen Southeast Asia. I don't even know what language it was. I think it was
Right.
Taiwanese or something. But conversations, not just one comment. No.
Sheesh.
These people are talking.
Talking,
I'm scrolling and all I'm seeing is this language that I don't even understand.
Yeah.
You know, these people could be swearing at me for like, hey, you know. It's even been teaching me so much stuff. Like I learned that in Asia they don't fill up the sink to wash the dishes. The water runs.
Right.
You know,
Yes,
because now
yes.
the one video I made of Kanyisa's with Kanyisa sound,
Right.
when you put a dish while someone is washing
Right.
the dishes, that ended up trending in Southeast
Yeah.
Asia for some reason.
Yeah, I think that's your second highest viewed.
Yeah.
TikTok. Yes.
And with that one, I think it was even a little bit of close.
Yeah.
Like I was like,
Yeah.
how are these guys, you know, but they're relating to what's going on.
Right.
Then someone was just like, is your sink clogged or something? Like, is everything okay at home? I'm like, guys, man, I'm fine. What's going on?
Yeah.
So I engaged and I was like, nah, what do you mean?
Right.
And they're like, nah, we don't fill up our sinks, bro. Like, that's dirty. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Why are we letting our dishes sit in their own dirt?
Yeah.
Then I stopped taking a bath. Then I stopped washing my dishes. Now it's, you know,
No, but you know what? We love what you're doing. I mean,
Yeah, man.
even and kudos to you because you really do have balls. I mean, you did the whole Kelly Kamalo one,
Hey.
and you killed that one as well, bro. Yeah. You know, but the thing is, you're putting yourself out there in such a unique way and creative way, and you're making everybody laugh, bro.
Yeah.
You know, even someone if they take it personally, I don't know if they can have it
Nah.
in them
Yeah.
to
I
do
hope
it.
they don't.
No,
Yeah.
because
Nah.
I really hope they don't.
you the way you do it is in such a polite, funny
Yeah, for sure.
way. It's not a tacky way, you know. And we love your content, and you know,
Appreciate it.
we big supporters of you at Kong,
Yes.
yeah. And man, we want to wish you everything of
All
the best.
the best,
We want you
bro.
to feel like welcome to come here at any time.
Yes.
Use our studios whenever you want. Feel
Yeah.
free to have a chat with us. And you don't buy on the website, bro. You go through
Yeah.
us. You get the special
That's
discounted.
a celebrity deal.
No, but legit, man. I want you to feel
Yeah.
welcome. No, even when you want to just be creative, come through, do your
Yeah.
thing. Feel this like a home. We don't want you to think. We don't want you to feel like you're a client. We want you to come through, be part of our family. Be part of the culture, and we will support and do whatever we can do to excel your career and move you
Amen.
forward
Appreciate
in the
that
best
so much, man.
possible
Like,
way.
that's-
But from our side, what we're going to do, sir, we're going to offer you a free photo shoot to the value of $2,500
Crazy.
bucks.
Thank you so much.
No problem, bro. No
Shout
problem.
out. Hey, catch this pretty nigga.
You got a model in the house here, bro.
Hey, my course are borrowed. Trust me.
Model.
Model.
Yeah, but set it up with the guys. Come through and
Yes.
let's have a fantastic shoot,
Once again,
man.
once again, we can do it again. Yeah, I trust you guys. Great energy, great show that you guys got going on. Great setup. Especially with guys that I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm always curious to see what I'm gonna find. And yeah, you guys are solid. You guys are solid. And like I said, you guys are the first podcast that I've seen with a script.
Yeah.
So you guys are structured. So shout out to you guys. You guys are doing a really dope thing, man.
No,
Keep
thank you,
going.
sir. Thank
Keep
you.
going.
Thank you. We can only do this because we have wonderful people like you in the industry doing their
Doing
thing.
what they do.
Amen, man. Thank you so much.
Because this is all about giving your flowers.
Yeah,
and
man.
Giving it
And to give you that fuel to just keep
100%.
going, keep
never
doing
because
what you're doing.
you're inspiration at Kong here, bro. And we love the fact that our inspiration is right here having a chat with
Thank
us.
you guys so much.
You
guys.
know?
Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys having me. I will never stop. Never stop.
Never stop. Well, guys, I mean, that is about it. We're never gonna stop. Primo is never gonna stop.
Not stopping
And here at
anytime.
Kong Republic, we're also on the same vibe. But otherwise, from everybody here at Kong Republic, everyone on Kongcast, we would like to say bye, everyone. Safe.
Kong Republic I like. Speaking your truth on the mic. Hit the subscribe and like. Time to
Kongcast.